Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Sunniva.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are visiting our top 10 from 2018.
Yes, we did it a while ago with the 2017, which was our first ever video together.
Yeah.
Between that video and 2018 video, I don't know if you were in any videos. Because that was before you started being on the channel, so you were a guest. And now you are the main person. But we didn't know how... Like, I don't think you were in the videos between that. I don't know. So this is like one of the first videos we did together. They were like 1 hour long.
That's a long video.
Yes.
But we had a lot, you had a lot to say about all the games.
So
I was still not talking very much.
No, you were not. But you are better now at words.
Yeah, especially English ones.
Yes. No, I was thinking words, like the document program, the app, words. You're better at that.
Is what you need to be good at.
Comedy.
When you do YouTube gel things.
So what we're going to do is that we're going to speak a little bit of 2018. I have some thoughts. Then we're going to go through the top lists that we did on a video. And then we are at the end of that, we're going to add our new top 10 list, how it would have looked or how it does look when I go through and look at the games I played from 2018. Some of them we just hadn't played when we made the 2018 list.
Yes.
And some things have changed.
Yes.
I think we played now around 130, 140 games from 2018.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but still way more fewer than we do now.
Of course.
So we are going to jump right into it. I'm going to say this was an interesting list for me. Because, spoiler alert, I have changed.
You have changed.
I have changed a lot.
Yeah.
This is very interesting for me. I was looking at these old videos like, what am I choosing?
Yeah.
What is these things?
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see my taste and my thinking change throughout the years. So we are going to jump right into it.
It will be interesting to see if some of the sevens, as you call them now, will get back in our lives and shine brightlier than before. Yeah.
I'm bright like a diamond.
Yeah,
like
and
that,
expansions will come and give them new hype. And it will be interesting to see
absolutely.
how these games will stay in the future.
My number 10 in 2018 was Pandoria, which was like a really unique game where you place these like two-parted hexes on a board and you try to make big groups of stuff so you get a lot of resources. And I remember it being really, really fun. And then when we played it later, I think we still have it.
I'm unsure if we ended up keeping it or calling it last time.
I don't remember it. I don't think it has been on Keep or Call yet.
Okay, I think it
my
has.
memory of it. But I remember me being like a little done with it. So if I would make a list now, which we have, but I'll share it later, it would not make my top 10.
My number 10 was Australia, which is a game from Martin Wallace, which has Cthulhu and trains. You can go watch my review to see my strange face about how strange this team is. So it's a great mix of things I like and things I don't like. I like some Cthulhu games, but it's not like my main thing.
Oh yeah, I thought you didn't like trains.
I do like trains in games. Not like a big train person in general, if you want to know. But I still like this game. In my new top 10, you will know if it was there, but this is not one of the ones where I was thinking, this was a weird choice. This is one that I could still have on my list.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not going to spoil things. I might later, but this one I'm not going to spoil if it's on the list or not.
My number 9 is also Australia.
I also like Australia a lot because it's my number 9.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Number 9! That's a great transition. We should do more of those.
Yeah.
So my number 9 is also Australia. No, it's not.
the-
That would be like the whole list is just Australia now, because just for great transitions.
So I agree with you. Though in the board game world, I would choose Cthulhu over trains.
Yes.
But in real life, I would choose trains over Cthulhu. I feel like that's a big difference.
Yes.
But I loved how Martin Wallace combined these two things with like this Euro goodness and a really excellent way to choose your actions with a time mechanism and also the chaos that Cthulhu brings. And also, you are wanting to do the things that makes you win the game, but if Cthulhu gets too powerful, then everybody loses. So you have this, it's not semi-co-op, but you're always thinking about that.
One thing that's really cool about going back is looking and hearing about the things we said about those games back in the days.
Yeah.
And I think that's fun because most of the people watching this now probably did not watch our channel back in 2018. So listening to these little snippets of what we thought about the games in this video might like give you an even deeper thinking about how our brains work and what we were thinking,
Yeah.
and also how we have changed. So my number 9.
I would just like to mention that Cthulhu is on the shelf. It's we have kept it.
Not Cthulhu, but Australia.
Yeah, we have.
We have
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu is over there. He's just like, oh, please continue talking about me. We like you, Cthulhu, in real life as well. It's a new Bob. So number 9 is a game that is still on the shelf, but I don't think I've played it since 2018. And it is a game that's very interesting and weird because it's a team-based game. It's called Cerebria: The Inside World. You only played it once before we did top 10, and you had a horrible experience.
Yeah,
because
so
you were
it's
on my
not
team.
on my top 10.
You were on my team, and I did horrible things.
You did so horrible.
And you were not happy with that.
No.
But it's a very interesting game, and it's still on the shelf because I really want to play it again and see if it's something we want to keep. But we need to have 4 people, and we need to have like specific people to play that.
Yes.
So it is an interesting one. I'm unsure how it's going to end up in the collection, but it's not one that would be on my top 10 this year. Entity identity is kind of a rap, like this is the entity's identity, and
Please
it's rapping on the Cerebria rap. Yo,
Yeah, really good.
do you like it? Like, do you think it should like get an award?
Yeah, of course.
So, the Board Gaming Ramblings Award for Best Rap Song of the Year goes for the Entity Identity from Johannes. That's me.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
I still don't know if they get what the game is about, though.
Yeah, it's about the entity's identity, you know? No, okay.
My number 8 is Carpe Diem, which is a really nice Stefan Feld game.
Yes.
Where you are moving your meeple to take tiles to place into your tableau, and you're trying to connect, like, make the whole building. So, for example, a building can be 4 tiles long or big, or just 2, and you get bonuses when you complete the buildings, and you mostly get like resources and try to manage that, because at the end of the round you're placing like your discs on the different scorings, and you're placing them between scorings, and it's really, really tight. The scorings are super cool, and it's make this game so fun, and it is I would absolutely have Carpe Diem on my list again.
This is a great game, and the thing that makes it good is like it's a very like deceiving game because you are playing this pretty light tile drafting game, and then it's like, oh, you don't have stuff, negative point for you, boom.
Yes.
My number 8 was also Carpe Diem.
Wow.
So
Really?
it's the crossover dance.
Woo!
Crossover dance.
Crossover.
We haven't planned this at all,
No.
so I don't know how this dance looks. But
I
people,
don't remember.
I remember in our top 50 people like, oh, we're so sad we didn't get a crossover dance in the top 10. So no,
Aw.
you got it.
Yeah.
So that's the top crossover dance. Let's see if there's going to be more of them. That's my number 8, Carpe Diem.
Yeah.
I think we knew our list,
Oh yeah,
like each other's
we
list,
did. Yes.
in the beginning. We think it's more fun than to not know the other's list when they do top 10. Some people think that we didn't have too many crossovers, but then again, we would have the same amount of crossovers if we knew each other's list. We just wouldn't have as much fun.
Yeah, I think I see positives and negatives.
It's mostly for us because we
We're
enjoy
doing
it.
the different things, but
Like
we
the
just
crossover dance you
want
would
to
like.
do. We want to do what we think is fun.
Your number 7?
Number 7.
Yes.
is-
Number Severance. What is that? Did you think about Severance?
Yes, I did.
Number
I really want to watch
Severance.
Severance.
Yes.
My number 7 is Lowlands.
Yes.
Which is a game that could have been made by Uwe Rosenberg.
But it's not. It's made by somebody we don't remember the name of.
Yes, but it's a really nice game. It's
Mm-hmm.
a worker placement game where your worker has a number on it, and it's representing the strength of the action. And it's really few. You have like your own set of actions, so you're just placing it for yourself. You're not competing about action spaces, is what I was trying to say. And it also has this semi-co-op element about it, like Australia, that you want to build what do you call it, the dike?
The dike.
The dike.
Dike.
And so your sheep doesn't get flooded by
Yes,
the water.
it's always good.
Yeah.
You're having sheep at your farm and trying to build like what do you
The
call
dike.
it? Dike, so the flood doesn't come and kill your sheeps.
It's kind of a harsh game. Like if you see somebody going heavy into sheep, you're going to be like, I'm not going to finish that dike. Because then all your sheep is going to die and you're going to lose points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's a really nice game.
My number 7 is a game that makes sense for me to be my number 7 because I'm always looking for games that give me the itch that Magic the Gathering gave me for thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds. And it is Keyforge. We just got rid of the last Keyforge decks we had.
Yeah, and it makes me a little sad because I thought it was really fun.
So why did you get rid of it
Because
then?
we're never gonna play it.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
There is so many, but other like we enjoyed Star Wars Unlimited really recently.
Yes.
We have the new set of that we haven't played
Yeah.
yet. And they're just like, there are so many games in this category. Keyforge did this interesting thing of making randomly generated decks. Chapman, Garson's Castellan. Doesn't make any sense. Like, why is it called that? Like, we had so many strange, like, they had so many problems with it that I had to say, like, okay, this is a problematic name. We're not going to name any of these names because this is a family-friendly show. But they had some problems with the name generator, which is kind of hilarious. We enjoyed the gameplay of it. It would not, obviously, since I haven't played it since this, and I like it, but it's not one that I would probably put on my list. Spoiler alert, you're going to get lists at the end. It's weird to say, like, I might put this on my list. I wouldn't
We
probably
know,
not.
but you don't
we
know
know
yet.
because we're going to show you the list at the end. So that's it. Well, do you have a number 6?
No, it's gone. My number 6.
You already did that
I
joke,
do,
but I
yes.
never do the same joke ever again,
No,
so
that's
you're
true.
not allowed to either.
My number 6 is Endeavor Age of Sail, and
Why not Endeavor Deep Sea?
because it didn't exist.
Oh,
It wasn't released until this year. No, 2024.
2024.
But similarly to Carpe Diem and Lowlands, it has survived Keeper Cull,
Yes.
the Endeavor Age of Sail, until this year.
We will see.
We will see.
Only played
We
them
don't know
both.
because now that we played Underwater, no.
I just said it,
Thank
Deep
you.
Sea.
Deep Sea.
I
Thank
just said the name of the game.
you. My memory is the best.
Yes.
Then I don't know which one I like more because they were quite different.
Yes.
From
But also similar.
But I absolutely understand why Endeavor Age of Sail was on my list in 2018.
2018. My number 6 is one that I was maybe the most surprised that was on my list.
Yeah.
Because we played this and I did like it. And it's still on the shelf.
It is. It hasn't gone through Keep or Call yet.
No, that is the reason it's on the shelf.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
I really enjoyed playing this game, but it's not a game for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Root. It's not a game for me because it's a word game. And it's also not a game for me because you have to teach 4 different games to learn the game. And you have to have fun with it. I think you should play it with the same group again and again to learn the things.
Yes.
Because it's one of those games where like, oh, you did that move, and somebody knows the game, they're going to win. If everybody's bad, it doesn't matter. But if there's somebody who knows the games better, they'll be like, oh, you did that. I'm going to exploit that,
Yeah.
and I'm going to win. Which is the draw of that game. Like, that is a
Absolutely.
hugely popular game. But because it has 16 billion expansions, but it's not one that... When I look at it on the shelf, I'm thinking I would like to play it again, but we might just cull it at some point.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be like, who are we going to play this with? And is it worth it to just teach it, just to play it once and then never play it again?
And also we have arcs, and they're not the same game.
And
but
Oath?
yeah, there's games that are more.
We haven't played that either.
I want to
had
play
that for like
those.
3
yeah,
years.
we have. Yeah.
Do you have other games? That's the same joke.
Yes.
I guess you have 5 more
Yes.
games.
I have 5 more games. Actually, 15 if you count the next
Yes.
list that we're going
This is
through.
actually
also.
a top 10 times 2.
Yeah, and my number 5 is Forum Trojanum, which is Stefan Feld's second game from 2018. My words are not getting better. And Forum Trojanum is a really good game. It is a super solid Stefan Feld game. But then again, when I think about Stefan Feld's, because I really love a lot of his games, Forum Trojanum tends to just like...
Dissolved.
yeah, it's just like it hasn't got anything really. It is really solid, but it hasn't got that feeling that I get when I'm excited for it. Like when I talk about Bora Bora or
Yes.
Castles of Burgundy
Yes.
or the Dragon
Eclipse.
the
Year
Year of the
Dragon.
Dragon. I get like, I get excited and just like, okay, but this has this thing going for it. Forum Trojanum, it's solid
Yes.
and kind of stops there.
Yes.
It gave me that, I want to do this, I want to break this game. No, but yeah.
I'll throw it out of the fridge. For the fridge. I don't... I'm inside the fridge for some reason, and I have Foreign Titanium with me. I'm gonna throw the game out of the fridge.
But
I
it
agree.
is a solid game.
I'm very happy that it's solid because I don't like liquid games.
But yeah, so far our list has been quite a little different, I think.
Or lists.
Yeah, our lists.
Yeah, we knew it was because we already made lists in 2018.
So far, just 2 crossovers.
Yes. My number 5 is Gugong. This was a fun game.
It was.
But it is a game we haven't played in a long time and we don't own it anymore, so I don't think it's gonna be on the new list. Spoiler alert!
No.
But hopefully we said some fun things about it back in the days. Maybe, for example, it was very fun when Johannes said this. It's a great game. It's a quick game. It's a light game. It was kind of lighter than I thought. It's so quick. It's you can play it in an hour with 3 players. Again, I heard somebody play it in 5 hours with 5 players.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, I would rather be in a fridge with Forum Todanum than actually play that game for 5 hours. I have no idea how they did that. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We will see.
But I remember Gugong was a game that we called fairly early after
Yes.
The 2018.
Yes.
Because there were so many other games that are...
We hadn't started calling games then.
Yeah,
So a couple years later.
just getting rid of it.
Yes.
Yeah. My number 4 is Underwater Cities.
Underwater cities, under the sea. Under the sea. Do you think we should have like a song for every game?
Then you have to do it, so that's up to you.
Under the sea, ba 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 ba. Under the sea. I don't know the lyrics. It's ba 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 ba. That's not actually the lyrics.
And it's a game that I just like had a ton of fun with.
A ton of fun. It's a heavy game.
Of fun.
So it's a ton of fun because it's a heavy game, you know?
Yeah, it is.
It's a really good joke.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you laugh?
Yeah.
If you did laugh, write a comment like, haha, I laughed so much of your Underwater Cities joke.
Which is still one of my favorite games. I'd say that I haven't played it in ages.
From Brad Masuhi, at least.
Yes. And this is a really fun worker placement game where you're building an underwater city. And yeah, it would absolutely make my top 10 if I would make the top 10 again.
Which you had, and we're going to share it.
Yes.
Yes. My number 4 was another big shock. Not because it was there, but because I was looking at this being like, what am I doing? Because this is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
A spoiler alert, it's fantastic. It's Bros Birmingham.
That's your number 4.
It was my number 4.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. You should play it. That's all I had to say because it's great. I'm looking forward to see what Johannes said back in the days to make it make sense that it was number 4. It's the story about how I got into Bros. We played Bros, the old version, and then when we got home from that con, like the next day, Bros was on the Kickstarter, on Kickstarter. Boom! And I was like, wow, this is so cool of a coincidence. And they had the Bros Lancashire, which is a reprint, and Bros Birmingham, which is a new game. It's a great game. I don't know. I'm looking for it. It's over here. No, it's not. It's somewhere. I own the game. I don't know where it is. It's over there.
We have so many games.
Too many games.
It's impossible to locate anything.
It's like, oh, we're gonna play a game. We have to have. No, it's here. It's here.
It's here.
Yeah. We don't really need to do that in the video. I don't know why I'm starting to look like a chicken.
Now I just.
Where is the game? Okay, so
because-
Bros Birmingham is a re-implementation of Bros, the original Bros and Bros Lancashire, which is called now. They took the game, they tore it apart and tried to kind of upgrade it to make it more replayable, to make a different setup each time, add a new resource, add different kind of goods you would sell, really add a lot to the game. Like the board is different. Doesn't feel like a map pack. It feels like a new game because you have all of these, and it is a new game because you have the new resource, which really changes up the game. You have there's not only one resource you can sell. There's now 3 different resources you can sell. There's pottery, exported goods, whatever they call goods. I don't know. Manufactured goods.
Yeah.
And the cotton factories as well from the original game. And it's a different way you sell them to ports, and you don't build ports, at port locations, and all of these things. It's a great game. I loved Bros the first time I played it with the old version. Now I played both of the new ones like 6 times each. They're just super fun. Like the gameplay is great. You can go check out my review to see more about that. But it's amazing.
My number 3 is Bros Birmingham.
Yes.
Makes
more sense.
Yeah, but I liked it less than you at the time.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah,
because you had it
it's
higher
an
on the
amazing
list.
game. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a hard game. It's a heavy, complex game, and my brain melts when I'm playing it.
Yeah.
And
It's fun.
it's really fun. I really like it, and I think
Do you
the
really
changes.
like it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Like really like it?
I think the changes they have done to the original game works really nicely. I'm trying not to. It's impossible.
Norwegians!
I think you have a lot of great words in your English language, but in Norwegian we just use like one adjective
Really?
for things,
It
and
would
that's
be,
really.
It would be really fun if somebody really would watch the really long video and really count how many times you said really.
Oh,
Please do it. It would be
Don't.
amazing.
but I think it's a good game. It's a great game. It's
Amazing
game.
Through the roof!
Yeah, absolutely
Through the roof!
This is a through the roof game.
It
It's
is! High five.
awesome.
So that's your number 3.
Yeah.
That means we're in the top 3.
That's almost a crossover. It
So
was
it's-
like one space.
So it's almost crossover dance? That's it. My number 3
Your number
is
2.
Underwater Cities.
Ah, so we just like did a switcheroo. No,
Yes.
yeah, we did.
Which is the one that you had on your list
Yes.
as number 4.
Uh-huh.
And I guess you have 2 more games.
Yes, I did.
Underwater Cities is a great worker placement game. You place workers and you place a card with the same color and you get to do the action. You get to do better stuff if you have more, if you have the right color.
My number 2 is Teotihuacan, City of Gods. And it was a surprise to me because this is a game that I've come to like less over the years.
Yes.
So it's surprising that it was my number 2. I remember I really liked it. So it's not that surprising, but yeah, I
Yes.
still like the game
Yes.
though.
I've actually been there.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It
Have you
doesn't
been on the top here?
No, because that's a.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. That's
So
away.
okay, it's away. It's away. So you've been on the
been-
top there.
No. Here, I've been on top. There.
Okay, so that's Sunniva here. You can see on the front. It's not. Okay,
not.
so yeah, that is your number 2, Teotihuacan.
I really love this game.
It's fun.
I really, really, really love this game. It's so good. And what I love about it is the different action spaces that you have to like rotate around. And I feel kind of like Tolkien. The timing mechanisms and you have to plan ahead to get the really powerful actions.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like the wheels and timing as such,
No, no.
but I get the kind of feeling. And the place where you stop to get the buildings, when you pay resources to get the building, when you make other actions more powerful or get a special ability or something, that also gives me some associations to the buildings in Tolkien as well. So, and it's like Latino American, the theme.
It is more like a hula.
So, my mind goes to Tolkien a lot when I play this game, and they're both amazing games.
And it makes sense because it's kind of a spiritual successor and it's by one of the same designers. Yes, that was your end. It was like a very weird end of the sentence. I didn't know it was
It's a
done.
really unique game.
My number 2 is Detective, a modern crime board game, which is still one of the best narrative stories I have experienced in a game. Super duper fun, and not a lot to say other than like this is one of the games. We made a flip over, we put pictures up there,
Yes.
we wrote like the this person connects to this person and this person to this person. Look, it felt like playing CIA on the TV.
Yeah.
And we had some like hair raising moment. It was a super duper fun. I still have not played a mystery game which have given me like goosebumps in the same way this game has.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to.
Yes. Please
But
make.
sadly, I haven't. Like the detective stuff that came after, all were worse for us. I would have liked to. I would love this kind of goosebumpy experience again.
Yes, me too. I really, really love Detective.
How much did you love it
I loved
back
it
then?
the best, the most.
I loved it the
I loved it the
most.
most. It was my number 1 from
What?
2018, and it makes perfect sense because it was the most epic gaming experience from that year, and
Yes.
still to this days is one of the game experience that I think about when I think about having like this moments. And yeah, I agree with everything you said.
And my number 1 was Teotihuacan. I really like this. I still do. We have gotten the new version of the game, which we did play the prototype for that and enjoyed it. It is a great game, especially with the expansion. I think that adds a lot to the game. So I'm excited to go back and play that new version of the game to see where it lands. It's not my favorite tea game, but it is a fantastic game. And that is how the list looks.
Yeah.
Let's do
looked.
Let's do the new lists.
We don't know each other's lists.
And we're not going to do this.
As usual.
And we're not going to do this like as long. It's not going to be like a full top 10.
Because we talked about some of those games already.
Number 10 for Sunniva.
Carpe Diem.
Carpe
Already
Diem.
talked about this.
Yeah. My number 10 is going to be Now. Like first I said, some of
Now.
these we just had. That's a game from last year. Some of these games we just hadn't played.
Yeah.
And some of these, I haven't taken note. I haven't taken note. I'm actually going to check this because I'm.
If we played it the year
Yeah,
it
because
came out.
then I would.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that for all of them. I'm just going to double check here. We had not. We played this.
yeah.
So the first one is Newton,
Yeah.
which is a really fun game. I enjoy the fact that you're upgrading the actions with the cards.
Yes.
This is very like pure, great Euro. I think we still have it.
Yeah, Newton is great.
It's there.
Is there?
We should get like one of the maps. There's a new map that makes
It's a
it
new map.
better.
I don't need a new
or
map.
different. Number 9.
My number 9 is Obsession, which is a game that we didn't play until a few
that
years
is
ago.
from
Yeah, it's from
2018.
2018. Yeah, and I really like Obsession. I'm not obsessed with it.
Hooray, we have all the expansions we haven't played.
Yeah, and I just think it's a really cool game. And of course, it wasn't on my list last time because I hadn't played it yet.
That makes sense. My number 9 is Pictomania. And I think we did play this in 2018.
I think so too.
But it's just like the more I play it, the second edition, the more I really like it. It is one of those games that is one of my favorite. Yeah, we played a lot in 2018. It's one of my favorite party games. And it just like gives me the joy of the absurdity of the things you're trying to draw and guessing. It is. We recently played with my parents and really enjoyed playing it there. It is a superb party game. Highly recommend it if you like. I don't like drawing games. This is one of 2 drawing games. I like the other one is Doodle Dash.
I agree. My number 8 is Crown of Amara. I don't know if we played it before making the list or we played it after. I think the latter is true. But this is a game that has flown under the radar for a lot of people. It is in the collection. I don't know why I would put things in this list that wouldn't be there. But Crown of Amara is a really cool Euro game. So if you don't know it, I would recommend checking it out.
My number 8 would have been on the list 100% if we had played it. But it looks like we played it right after we did the list. And that is Architects of the West Kingdom.
Oh yeah, we played it late in the year. That's
And we
true.
played it like 6 or 7 times through that December. Oh, those were the days. A great game, like a super snappy game. We could play it in an hour with 5 people. So much good decision space. Really enjoyed the workers that you place. And now the more workers are there, the better they are. But then other people can come and take them to prison. And all of these great things. I love it.
It's a great game.
It
My
is.
number 7 is Castel. And it was surprising to me that this wasn't on the list last time. Because this is a game with a pretty unique theme. You are like in the sport of stacking people on top of each other in a big human tower. And you're traveling around and competing in that sport. And having like upgraded of different abilities to make your tower better. Which is a really fun game.
The biggest reason it wasn't is that you hadn't played it.
I hadn't played it, yeah.
And my number
Makes sense.
7 is Castel.
Oh, cool.
Perfect crossover.
Perfect crossover.
Perfect crossover. Cha la 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 la. It's done.
And my number 6
Yes.
is Blackout Hong Kong.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, and this is a game that I absolutely don't think I played it before making this list. And I don't think it would have actually helped because the first time I played Blackout Hong Kong, I don't remember liking it.
You did play it in 2018,
I
just a
did.
2-player with me.
Oh, okay, so that's why I didn't like it that much. Because we have played this game later, and I like it so much more now.
It's a great game.
Yeah, because I was thinking after we played it first time, this is really not a game that I will like. And then we played it again, and it's so much fun. And
It's a
that's
great
why
one.
it is on the list.
My number 6 was also on the list last time. It was then, it was not actually, it was on your list last time. And it's Forum Trajanum.
Yeah.
Yes, I really like Forum Trajanum. And Carpe Diem I really like, but Forum Trajanum is like a bit heavier, bit more stuff going on. It is like one of those I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do like it a lot. So it would be my number 6, or is my number 6 of 2017.
Foreign Trajanum just fell out of the top 10 for me when I made it now. My number 5, you've already had it on your list, and it's Pictomania for the same reason you mentioned.
My number 5 then is going to be a game that wasn't on your list, will never be on your list, and you're sad that we still own it. And
Which
it is
one is this?
Rising Sun.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I played it a lot.
Yes. Why wasn't it on your list in 2018?
I don't know. I think I played it like 7 times.
Yeah, but not with me.
No. And it was not like I had to have you playing it with me.
That's true.
I played it 7 times in 2018. So I don't know why it was not on the list, but now it is, because I think it's a great game. And actually it's one I really loved. The bidding on the actions. So much fun stuff. I played it 7 times. I played every single of the clans you could play with. Really want to play it again. It is a fantastic game.
My number 4 is Underwater Cities, which is the exact same position as last time, actually. I didn't even know.
My number 4 is Underwater Cities.
Really?
Perfect crossover. Cha la la la. Boom boom.
You're almost in my face.
And let's see now. The interesting thing, you can see that our top 4 is the same.
Yeah,
and it's
just
interesting.
like
It's
flip.
always been that way. I feel like the closer we get to the top, the more in sync we are, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense that we enjoy playing games together. If all our top 10s would be... It would be better for the channel, but then we wouldn't have so much fun playing games. So I would rather have fun playing games and actually enjoying mostly the same kind of games.
Absolutely. My number 3 is Detective and Modern Crime board game. We haven't played it since, but it's still like the memory of the experience holds very high status for me still.
Yeah, and the thing with these kind of narrative games is you cannot really say like I haven't played it in a while, so it's dropped.
It's a one-time experience.
My number 3 is Teotihuacan City of Gods. We spoke about it.
My number 2 is Architects of the West Kingdom, which we, as you said, it would have been on the list in 2018 if we played it before making that list. And I haven't played this game in a long time.
Nope.
So I wonder how much is just me remembering how much fun I had with that game. I need to get back to it.
Yeah.
So I can figure out if it's just all nostalgia or if it's actually this good.
But the thing is, like when we top 10, we top 100, we do those things, it's gonna be a mix of things you remember because you just played it and things you remember because you remember how it was to play it.
Yes.
But also we change, and we know we change, so it's not like, I think sometimes I can look at a game and feel like I will still like that game. Because I know so much about what kind of games I do like.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Detective and Modern Crime board game because it's fantastic and we enjoyed it. And please, if you have played any game with the same kind of twists and turns, let us know. And I have no idea what number 1 would be.
What would it be?
Okay. So it could be, what if it's, I think it's going to be a game called Silver? No, maybe, wait, I'm thinking, okay, so it's copper? No, wait, let's see. Gold? No, wait.
No,
okay,
you're so
so
close.
I'm thinking, you're thinking of a game right now?
Yeah.
Just think about the game in your mind. Okay, I'm seeing a cover. It's kind of dark, very dark.
Yeah.
No, it's actually kind of white. The other one is dark. It's kind of white.
I was thinking about the other one.
With
Sorry.
with like a street on it. And it has like words. I'm seeing a A.
Yeah.
There's an A in there. I'm seeing...
What was the things about silver and gold?
It's brass.
It is.
So brass is like a color, like silver, gold, brass.
Gold. Yes.
It's Brass Birmingham.
Yes.
Was that the game you thought about?
Yeah.
I'm a mentalist. So you thought about that. I did think about it. That's number 1.
It's number 1.
It's great. It's one of the
Talk.
best. Talk. And also Brass, the other one is good. We played them.
Lancashire, yeah.
We played them like 20 times.
We did, and they're amazing games. And of course, they're on the top of the list because, like, in general, they're on top of not the top.
No, but in the top.
The top, the top.
Yes.
They are.
And that's it.
Yes.
That is like the top 10 and a new top 10. We hope you enjoyed this format. If you did, we could do one for 2019.
2020,
2021, 2023. No, not 22.
Okay.
2023, 2024.
I was thinking 2016.
What about 2025?
That would be hard.
Yes.
Maybe in a few years.
In a few years. If you want to see more stuff like this, please let us know in the comments. If you liked it, you can give it a comment and also a thumb.
Yes.
And also subscribe because it's free and it makes us happy.
Like this.
Thank you for watching. You're great. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you watched Board Gaming Rambling video Bye bye.